aunties. Um, so when folks speak to them, no first names. You might catch a backhand. You're talking about first name. And it's the aunties. Aunt Paulette, Aunt Donna, or Miss Donna, Miss Paulette. We are in the South, so there are some Southern traditions at play. Just to let you know. Just to let you know. All right, so we're moving right along. I'm glad we're here next to the tree. Personally, it's really a watershed moment to see so many beautiful, colorful people, familiar faces around the tree. We spent a lot of time getting this space together for you all to enjoy and to expand yourself. So it's, for many who know, but those who don't know, my name is Blaine Snipsall. I'm part of Black Dirt Farm Collective, which is one of the organizing groups behind this regional encounter. What did I just say? Repeat to me what I just said. No, not y'all. Y'all were talking. What did I just say? But what's my name though? Hey, that's that new age multitasking. See that? That's the future right there. I appreciate that, but you go ahead and just pay attention. We can stay present together. So yeah, so like I was mentioning, I'm Blaine. I'm part of the Black Dirt Farm Collective. Principally, my partner Leah and I, we do all the stuff here on the land. Our collective body, who will come up here in a second, they're the ones that really put the mind into it for us and help to drive this process for us internally, and then also when we make connections to plan events like this. This ain't our first rodeo, but certainly is our biggest. So, you know, just grab on to the shackles, to the cattle horns with us, not shackles. I had to catch that real quick. You said slavery, I got my mind going. It's too early for the next session. Anyways, so this moment I wanted to open it up first to Aaliyah, if you had anything you wanted to share to step into the space, and then we'll open up to the larger political coordination to share any words, any welcoming as well.
Just welcome. I'm just happy to have everyone here. I echo all the history, all the feels that Paulette and Blaine have already expressed. And I'm just here. If you need anything, come find me. I'll be able to direct you.
And I would say you all brought the rain. Oh, loving it. Oh, danger. Red alert. Danger, red alert. You alright, baby? You good? You good?
Youth size benches.
We got it. Sorry, I'm 6'4", so these benches are kind of scaled to me. Y'all brought the rain. I appreciate it. Okay, all right. But now we'll hand it over to the larger political coordination event, which includes Eco Hermanas, Viet Lead, CATA, the Farm Workers Support Committee. That's all over the place. They're all over the place. And we also have folks who are part of our collective that are representing other groups like Soul Generation and Soulful City, as well as a couple other rural groups as well. So I open the space up for those folks to share any words, welcoming greetings. Now would be what we talked about last night.
Well, I just want to honor everybody's presence and also thank you for being in this space. Thank our friends and colleagues that have come from afar, people that have had to take planes, driven long miles to be here to see this realization of many people's sweat, of the learning that we had for many years moving into this space, and you know who I'm talking about. And also honor those that are coming in today. For us, it's important that we see this space and that you, in this process of learning, also move into a space of self-transformation. community transformation is only as strong as our own self-transformation. And so we collectively as Ecohermanas have tried to hold spaces and encourage others to hold spaces for intentional reflection, for healing. We have the altar up at the front, a place for you to reflect. You understand the history, you'll learn some more when we're together. But please use this space. Come and greet the tree, the wisdom witness tree. Come to the altar. Bring your energy to the altar. Intentional reflection time. We have just a bounty of just amazing women and men, and just people that are contributing to some of that intentional space. So in that intentional reflection time in the afternoon, some of us will be available for healing space, for creative space. So enjoy it. Take full advantage of all of it. We are here all together for your self-transformation, for our community transformation, and for our greater liberation. So thank you. Carol, do you want to say something about the artistic
I want
piece?
to invite, greetings everyone. I'm Carol, and I'm bringing some creative opportunities here this weekend. And I'm hoping that I'll have a table under one of the tents, and I invite everyone to come and put something on the artwork that we're going to create together as community this weekend. I have a goal of creating a banner for this encounter so that every year we will have that banner, and it becomes the more beautiful as the more people who put something on that. And I'm just thinking that we'll be visioning how we grow and come together as a community, and that's what we'll put on that banner. Then I'm going to try to do a Black Dirt Farm one, and with Mount Pleasant Acres. And then I brought 15 gourds. I'm hoping that we'll make some rattles for the closing ceremony. So opportunity for creativity, albeit every time you have that intentional time for creativity, come on over and hang out and do something for our greater community. Make it simple. You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Katrina Baxter, and from Philadelphia. And I work together in Philadelphia. We co-organize with some of the folks here a garden activist coalition called Soil Generation. And so lots of the folks that you see here from Philadelphia are affiliated with Soil Generation and do Black Dirt Collective. So that's why we're here. I'm not really sure if I sort of missed what I'm supposed to be doing, but
That's great.
very good.
Did you say black? S-O-U-L?
No, I said Soil Generation.
Soil.
And I said Black Dirt. That sounds good.
Hi, my name is Leila and I work with Katia. Kata is a Farm Worker Support Committee, and I'm locally here, and I want to welcome all of you. And I know some of the history of Harriet Tubman. I have lived in this area since 1986, and we want to welcome you and give you thanks for all the beautiful events that so far I have witnessed. But I also want to make sure that you remember our new slaves, the farm workers. They are oppressed. They live on, in very substandard housing. We have a lot of migrant camps in this area. A lot of them pick around this farm, around Harriet Tubman's property. And many of them are not welcome unless they spending their dollars in the local stores. That's, and they are the one who brings our fruits and vegetables or our food to our tables. And, want to make sure that all of you, Katia and I, are working very close with the farm workers. I do the immigration part for Kata as well, and with the political arena now, we know that's a big hot topic. And hopefully with our new first lady, maybe, or but a new, becoming a president, and maybe we will have no more slaves. We have freedom. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Ron. I'm really grateful to be here with you all. I'm coming from Philly. I'm coming from Philly and also get lead what is in South Jersey, in Camden, as well as in Philly. And so Get Lead is made up of um, a group of Southeast Asian refugees, particularly from the Vietnamese community. So in our history, um, similar to a lot of countries in the global south, we've experienced, really similar experiences of, as Auntie Donna was sharing, exploitation, right, of our land. Um, the hundreds of years of colonization, we've actually only been free for the past 40 some years. We've had hundreds of years of Chinese colonization, hundreds of years of French colonization, um, and a part of the reason why I'm not in my homeland is also, the the change of the colonialism to American imperialism into my country, and why my family fled and came to the U.S. Believing in much promises, um, and to be here and really believing that as we are organizing our community for our self-determination, our liberation is very deeply tied to the liberation of our Black brothers and sisters, our Black and Brown community, and especially just as how we have been, we've seen how we were exploited with our land, and also at the same time we have found resistance and home in our land. Being here and seeing what has been done with this land is just very beautiful and inspiring to me. And I'm very excited for us to be a part of this and to really learn from everyone here. So.
Righteous. Anyone from the collective want to share anything?
Why are you staring at me?
Hold up. No.
Okay, well, welcome. Good morning, everyone. My name is Joelle. It's great to see everyone here in a circle. All right. Yeah, I look forward to connecting with everyone further throughout the weekend. You come from Mississippi also? No, I'm not from Mississippi. I'm from DC. Oh. It's the hat. Oh, okay. They're doing this popping of the fingers. Ah. I thought when you all turned around and looked at her. Oh, we are.
It's just a Mississippi effect. Mississippi effect. Yeah, Brother Shane, do you have anything you wanted to share?
Yeah.
As a welcoming?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
That's it for my Spanish.
Okay.
This is the most, I promise you, this is the most that you will be talked at the entire weekend. So enjoy the fact that you're sitting down, just absorbing information. Because after this, it gets critical. And we will be thinking, and we will be responding and interacting with each other. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. Y'all hanging in there, young folks. Thank you. Y'all hanging in there. Old folks, y'all hanging in there too. Give it up. My name is Randy Johnson. I'm from Baltimore. I've been a part of Black Dirt Farm for a couple years now. I get out here when I can. My 9 to 5 is teaching, so that's what I do. I'm also going to be one of the co-facilitators for the youth group. Now we have teens and we have youth, and what we want to do is draw like a little line in the sand around 11 or 12. And if you're 12 and up, then you're going to be with the grown folks. And if you're 11 and under, then you're going to be with the young folks. On a very similar path, but sometimes we'll kind of diverge and we'll take our own space for the youth, for my little brothers right here, and then we'll come back into the space. And we got expectations and guidelines for that we can talk to parents about, or we can find time for everybody to be on one accord. But right now, I feel like we should keep it moving.
All right.
All right.
I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Randy.
No problem.
We had thought about something, and I talked with Blaine about it, and haven't seen you a bit. My back is hurting. I had the nerve to think I could pick up a lawnmower. Well, I don't know. I must have been tripping. And I'm really having a problem with my back. I'm getting an MRI on Monday. They wanted me to go this morning, but I had to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I changed it to 8:45 on Monday. But this is the Eastern Shore of Maryland. What is Maryland famous for?
Crabs.
Crabs. So, in talking with them, I said, well, if we could get to people want to do this, we can have crabs tomorrow. It's all you can eat. It would be $35 a person. But and if you want to do it, then you would give your money to Donna, and we would take your names and we would give you something so that we can have crabs tomorrow. And we may have crabs, corn. Are you all gonna have corn? Okay, well, we would have crabs and whatever else. But the crabs are nice and big now, and they're number one here. And I talk to people, I have to go a nice little distance to get them, but that's okay, because I'd rather go there and get them. And it would be done by the Mount Pleasant Heritage Preservation, which is a nonprofit that we have and that Blaine and Leah are also part of. And we would be sponsoring it and making sure, you might have some other things, with the crabs, but you certainly wouldn't have crabs. It would be all you can eat. All day. So everybody's in Donna, that's Donna, they came. And you get your monies to her, and then we'll move on out. And if we don't get a certain amount of people, then we'll just give you your money back. Okay, it wouldn't be worth it to do. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
What's next, brother?
So, as we transition, I want us to come back to something that Aunt Paulette shared, which is the fact that we're born free and our struggle is to emancipate ourselves out of slavery, right? And so, part of that process is understanding how are we going to build power, right? We're here to learn, to build community, and we're also here to build power, to understand what kind of power do we already possess, and what are the ways we need to build ourselves up, continue to build power, right? To transform the conditions materially and socially of our communities, of our people. And a lot of that rests upon our ancestors, as we keep bringing up. And I'd be remiss, highly remiss, if I didn't mention two recently transitioned ancestors who were very significant in my own personal life, but in this process in getting here. One of them, her name is Gladys McMichael. She may have been the first person in decades, however long, who authentically tried to organize black farmers on the Eastern Shore. Maryland and this region historically has never had a black farm organization, an organization that really represented the interests of farmers of color. And she was the first person that we know of that really began that organizing process over the past 10 years. And she transitioned due to a fire 2 years ago. And that has really affected our process. And so that's the first person I want to uplift. The second one, who recently transitioned on Tuesday, did something very similar in the Deep South, very specific to organic farmers, but all farmers in general, African American black farmers. And her name is Cynthia Hayes. She transitioned from heart issues. I know. Very unexpectedly on Tuesday. And she had been influential in our process over the last 2-3 years. She's been here, donated money, brought people here, touched a lot of people. So, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge these two in particular, but all those who have come before us who have left before their time reached their potential, but who have helped us to get to this moment. So I just want to give a space for some time.
Talk about the tree planting, and they can see the tree.
Right.
then we're gonna have another ceremony.
Right. Yeah, and so we'll make a road up there as part of today's experience event. But there's a tree at front that was planted for Gladys a year or so ago. And actually, a matter of fact, tomorrow is the anniversary of that planting, if I remember correctly. So there's a lot to why we're here. And so if we can just give a moment to acknowledge that and the people who came before us.
Black Lives Matter. That was a joke. We still honor them, but that is weird. Still happening. That came because of yesterday at the Democratic National Convention.
No, it's fine.
And they were trying to honor the fallen police officers. And then there was a group in there that said Black Lives Matter. And said they broke the silence. And that was but Gladys would understand, and so would Cynthia. Very, very close.
And so we're surrounded by our history. We're surrounded by these folks. Marsh Creek Road, just to give it a little bit more, Marsh Creek Road is the oldest state legislated road in Maryland. Poplar Neck Road is the road Harriet Tubman took her